everyone, my name is Lindsay. Welcome to Love Them Well. Let's learn about solving equations. Now we can use inverse operations to solve equations. Addition and subtraction are opposite each other, and also multiplication and division are opposites. We're going to use some properties of equality to solve these equations. So let's first start with one-step equations. Let's start with the one-step equation of c plus 2 equals 32. We want to get c by itself. We're going to use a property of equality to get this by itself. We're going to subtract 2, and that'll cancel that out. But then we also have to do that on the other side, subtract 2. We can bring this down, and c equals 30. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So if I want to get f by itself, I'm going to add 5, and I'm going to get this canceled out. I'm going to add 5 here, and I get 14. F equals 14. Now, in algebra, when I have a number and a variable together, then it means to multiply them. So this is multiplication. I'm going to do the opposite, which is division, and I'm going to divide this out of here, and that will cancel that. Divide this, because I have to do the same on both sides, and now I have y equals 5. Now, what's great about this is that you cannot get a wrong answer, because now you think you know what y is. You can plug that in up here. Is 2 times 5 10? And if that's true, then you did this correctly. Fractions do mean to divide. So right now, this is a division problem, and I want to get this by itself, which means I need to do the opposite. I'm going to multiply. I like to draw arrows to kind of help me know what I'm multiplying. 5 times 5 equals 25, x equals 25. And then I can check that. If I plug this in for x, is 25 divided by 5, 5? Yes. Now, sometimes this can get a little more complicated, even when you're just doing one-step equations, because what if we have a negative number here? Just remember your integer rules for these negatives and positives. I have another video on that I can link below, but you have 5 times negative 5. A positive times a negative is going to be a negative 25 as your answer. So don't forget to use those integer rules when you're doing things like this. So when we have multiple things going on at once, we are going to use the order of operations, but in reverse. So order of operations is, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And that is, we do parentheses and exponents first when we're solving an equation. We do multiplication and division next. But those can be reversed if in order from left to right, the division comes first. And then addition and subtraction, same with that too. If you have addition, subtraction, addition, you can go in order left to right. But it just means that these come first, then these, then these. So we're gonna do the reverse. And since this is an addition right here, we're gonna get rid of this first. And we have to do the same to both sides. Okay. Now we're going to bring this down here, and now we're down to that one-step equation where we are just going to divide 4 out of there, and then I have x by itself over here, and x equals 4. If you don't believe me, you could plug that in here. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 7, it equals 23, so it's still true. When you have a problem like this, the first thing you want to do is see if there's anything that needs distributed, and yes, there is. We can use the distributive property to break this apart. So we're going to multiply 2 times negative 5, that's negative 10. And then we're going to multiply 2 times d, that is this. And now we have this problem here. Then again, we're doing reverse of the order of operations. We're going to add 10 here to get rid of that. Add 10 here, we get 28 equals 2d. Let's divide here to get rid of that. And we have 14 equals d. Now, what if we have a problem like this where we have some like terms that could be combined? Let's do that first. So these two are like terms, and if you're not familiar with that, you can go watch my previous video on like terms, and I'll link that below. But we have 3 plus 2, that's 5m, minus 5 equals 20. And then now we just have a normal problem like we had before. Get rid of that, plus 5 here, 25. Bring this down, 5m equals 25. Divide by 5, and m equals 5. So just for fun, let's try it out. Does m equal 5? Let's put a 5 here, and a 5 here. And 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 times 5 is 10, minus 5. Let's go in the real order of operations now. We have 15 plus 10, that is 25 minus 5, that is 20. So it is still true. If you would like practice on this, I am leaving a link below for a free resource for my Teachers Pay Teachers shop. You can just go download it, and it has 5 levels of solving equations, just like we just did. So there's level 1, which is the one-step equations, and it goes all the way to when you're actually combining like terms and distributing before you actually solve the equation. I hope you guys are all having a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye.